Okay, boys and girls, this art project is a collaborative and community art project that's going to go to the Edison and Ford tree trail. So what I've got here are spray painted light bulbs. They're all sitting in little tiny cups. So I want you to come up to the table and you're going to get yourself a cup and a light bulb. Okay, now it's been spray painted just roughly just to take the label off the top. And with a pencil, what I'd like you to do is you're going to mark out a patriotic theme, and the best thing to do is actually to hold it up this way because that's the way it's going to be on the tree, and you're going to draw a flag. So what I tend to do, and this is an easy way of doing it, is I get my pencil and you can just about see the line, and I just hold the pencil and I actually turn. And we don't want to use markers because the marker will show through. Turn it. Now I've done a line there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do thinner lines, and what I'm painting is actually the American flag but a simplified version of it. I'm going to go round and round and round and around and round and round. Now don't worry if it's not perfectly straight going round because it's quite difficult to do, but if you can see I'm holding my pencil as still as I can and turning the light bulb, going round and round and round. Now what I'm going to give you is actually a small brush and acrylic paint. Now acrylic paint's latex and you need to be wearing an apron. You don't want to get it on your clothes because it won't come off. I'm going to give you red, white and blue acrylic paint in little condiment pots like this, and when we're finished we need to make sure that we click the lids back onto the condiment pots so that they don't dry out. Okay, we keep them fresh. So the very first thing I'm going to do is actually do the blue at the top, which is where the top part of the flag is. Now you can do it just as a small rectangle, or you can paint the whole thing. So what I mean is if you wanted just to do a small rectangle like this. Now if you ever need to rest your hands, you would put it back in your cup like that, okay? And then your hands free again, because that's the way you're going to store it for me at the very end so it can dry. And then what we'll have to do is put ribbons on it. So I'm going to go round and round. So I did mine all the way around. Now if you wanted to, you could just stop it and take it to there. Now it's more than likely you might have to give it a second coat, okay, because the glass is coming through. If not, and just soften those paintbrush lines. There we are. Now I'm going to give you all some water. So rinse your brush and then go to the next colour. I'll give you some tissues as well that you can lean on. I'm going to go to red. Because it's already painted white, you don't need to do the white unless you really think you have to. And then I'm going to go around and use the guide of the pencil line that I painted, and I'm just going to pull it around. Pull it around. And I'm going to repeat that until I paint stripes, red stripes on it, okay? And I'm going to do it again. Now you see I'm using a flat-headed, square-headed paintbrush. Pull it around. Now the Edison and Ford Tree Trail is an event that's been going on for nearly 2 decades, and all the Lee County schools are invited to participate. So this year, of course, Pinewoods is going to participate, and we're going to do not just light bulbs, but we're also going to do stars, craft stick stars, and we're also going to do some CDs as well. Right, I'm just going to do another line there. Now, when I've got all those lines done, I can just hold it, you can see we're getting there, very close. All those lines done, you can go then to the white paint. Now we always remember we want it this way because it's going to hang this way. I'm going to get my white paint, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to dip the end, the hard end of my paintbrush into it, and instead of stars, because stars are really difficult to do, I'm going to put dots on it. Okay? Dot dot. Dot dot dot. Now you can go back if you want to do some stripes around the top like that. Okay, I'm sure you're going to do a far better job than me. I'm just making a video really fast for you guys so you know what we're doing. But at the very end, you can see I tried to paint some stars. It's very tiny to do a little star on the light bulb. But there you go. This one's dry, this one's wet, and as I said to you, if you just very carefully you set it back in the cup, okay, and then it can dry in the cup. And I need to, when you've got it in the cup, then you can finish off the very top as well and do the red stripes. So I ended up doing a circle like that, and it was a lot easier, and I did it in the cup, so then I didn't have to touch it. And when it's done, bring it back to this table so it can dry, and you actually created a community art project. So it's going out into the public to see, and it's collaborative because you're doing it. All third graders are doing this year. So now it's your turn. Let's go make some art.